Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I made sure to put in my caption, it's a wig. It's so funny because so many people, when I was posting a short today, so many people think this is my real hair, which I know it's frizzy like my real hair, but it's a wig. See, it's like a plastic. But we're doing the blue hair today. I've got to show you guys that video too if you didn't see it yet. That I posted. I don't know what. It's like I wish I was able to just be inspired every single day and always come up with something goofy to post for reels and stuff. But unfortunately, sometimes it'll be like, oh, I got something almost every day and I'm posting, and then I'll lose inspiration for like a month. And then I'm back. It's crazy. I'm not going to lie. I know I make fun of blue-haired land whales. I do like blue hair on the right complexions. I have cool undertones, so I do like blue hair on me, but don't worry, I will not be doing this to my real hair because it looks more teal on camera, but it's actually bluer than that. I like blue hair with my complexion since I do have a cool undertone, but in order to get like really blue like this, you have to bleach your hair super light. And I'm not doing that to my hair. I'm not. Like, I already chopped off all that length. I'm going to be growing it back out again. So I'm not going to bleach it that much. Hopefully, I don't have to bleach it at all, but at least not that much to do this. I did go to the salon today for a consultation about getting Dr. Pepper red hair again, because I had that Dr. Pepper red hair last year and I did like it. Man, I was like, my cats just like always, when I hold them, I've got like stray hairs that are itchy. Okay, either that or it's the wig. So yeah, I did go to that consultation. I'm going to get extensions too. Members know, I said this in a members only video that I uploaded today. I'm going for that Dr. Pepper red hair. And I'm going to have extensions to wear for a bit while my hair grows out until it gets past that awkward stage. Because my hair is actually growing reasonably fast, but it's at an awkward length now. So it's like the only way, like I can't make it look good down anymore. So like the only way for me to do that, I would have to have it reshaped and cut again or wait out the awkward stage. And since I'm trying to grow my hair back out, I'm just gonna do the extensions while I get past that awkward stage of growth. But yeah, let me see if I can find a good picture of like that Dr. Pepper hair. This is the closest I'm gonna be able to show you guys to what it's actually gonna look like. Where is it? Okay, it probably is gonna be a little darker than this though, but it's gonna be similar to this color, but darker, a little darker. That is the Dr. Pepper hair I will have. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks is my appointment. So I'm so nervous about it. I'm nervous about it. I was like I keep trying to do my own hair and I'm actually going to a salon this time. And so it's like, I just hope it turns out well. Someone said waited out long hair is better. Well, I'm getting extensions. And then taking the extensions out once my hair grows a bit more. And then I will take the extensions out once it gets a little longer and then grow it out from there without extensions. We'll see. That's the plan right now. So I just hope I've never been to this salon. She seemed great, and but I just haven't had anyone at a salon work with my hair in so long that it's just scary. Like I'm like, please get it right. We'll see. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I don't know if I look like it, but I just woke up from a nap. Well, I couldn't quite like fall asleep, but I was chilling. I had to like retouch up my makeup because I was like chilling in bed looking at TikTok videos and stuff and trying to find the right hair color to show my stylist that I'm gonna. The worry. I'm just gonna be worried about it for the next 2 weeks until I get it done. That's it. All right, so let me show you guys this funny, or okay, I can't call my own video funny. Let me show you guys this video I made just in case you didn't see it. It's on my YouTube shorts. It's on my Instagram reels. It's on X. I put it everywhere. Let's talk about Trump's tariffs. Now, if you want to know my opinions, hopefully this video will help you because we're going to talk about Trump's tariffs. Trump's tariffs are a problem, and this is why. A problem for China. Trump's tariffs. I should not be laughing at myself. I think the idea of it. I mean, I laughed at it when I thought of it. I don't want to laugh at my own jokes, but I laughed at it when I thought of it. It was funny because I had on this blue wig. I'm trying to think when I recorded this if that was just. I think I improv'd that because I was like, oh, I put on this blue wig. I'm like, let me record and just say like, and put with this blue wig, people are going to think that I wanted to make people think that I was going to be like anti-Trump tariffs and all that kind of stuff. So I put on the wig and then I was like, Trump's tariffs are a problem for China. So yeah, I was like, let's go. Yeah, you know what? I didn't do the septum ring. I almost put a filter on with it, and I just totally forgot. I have a couple fake septum rings, and I could have used one of those. It would have been hilarious. And I just didn't even think about it. I should be wearing it right now. Maybe next time. Yes, I still got the wig on. For like, guys, this is it. Let me show. See the wig cap right here? It's not. See, there's proof. I did not dye my hair blue, guys. It is a wig. I was trying to think if I was going to jump scare everybody on Quartercast Live tomorrow with the blue wig on, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll play it. I'll figure that out by tomorrow. I'm like a super spy. How nice. Oh, people are saying do it. Okay, so do I need to put on the wig for Quartercast? A different wig color? Okay. I just need different wig colors until I get my hair done at the salon. What? JR says blue hair is better than red hair? What? Oh. Narba, why did you cut your hair? Your hair was beautiful long. Thank you, but I did donate it. So, and I got the certificate. My hair is now going to be made in a wig for a child who needs it. So, it's fine. I'm going to have extensions for a little bit while it grows out a little longer because it's at a really awkward stage in its growth. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get to some of these super chats that were waiting for me. Tomberry Master started the stream off with a Wombo 50. Thank you so much, Tomberry Master. You are amazing. Thank you for that. Also the mic drop says nothing. I was waiting for the comments of ahead of time. I made sure I was like, I'm gonna put in the caption that I'm wearing a wig, because otherwise all the comments are gonna be like, what'd you do to your hair? Oh, I almost feel like the blue looks better against black. I'm like really picky with color palettes, but the blue works with white, but it looks better against black. I feel like red hair too looks good against white or black. But I don't know. I'm just feeling red. I'm feeling like, I was gonna say MAGA red, but I don't want it MAGA red. I had it. Are we gonna do a memory lane trip? Let me see. If I go to Instagram. Oh, dude, I ate wings. Or not wings. I ate ribs. I had pork ribs. So now it's just like, I can't get the aftertaste out of my mouth. And I really did like those ribs, but I struggle with eating pork. It makes me kind of feel nauseous afterwards. So I should have just stuck with beef. Let me see if I can find the red hair on my Instagram, which I did archive some of my other older posts. Like, I did the red hair one, was that a little over? Yeah. Why did I archive those? How do I take that off my archives? I did like, what was it? A year and a half ago. I did, let's see. I started out with bright red, like MAGA red. That was fun, but I don't feel like it complemented my skin tone as much because it was too bright for my complexion. I mean, it looked kind of cool though, not gonna lie. Let me put these back on my profile and then I did that. Then I went to that Dr. Pepper red, toned it down a bit because I was like, this is paused on a really goofy looking face. Hold on, okay. And then it faded into like, and then I bleached it more and went to like as light of a pink as I could. But why is this not, how do I get this to show? Oh, but it was so uneven. Then I dyed it back brown. Then I dyed it black. So that was my hair journey from then. What was it? A year and a half ago? You're a blue-haired liberal now. Something like that. It's okay. It is a wig. I'm going back to red. Don't worry, MAGA. I'm going to be MAGA red. Well, it's going to be red. It won't be the bright MAGA red. But all right, let me show you guys. People, I know most people think natural looks best, but do you see my style? Do you see my tattoos? Do you see this? Like, having fun with hair colors is just part of my brand, which I do want to stick with one for a while. I don't want to keep changing it like I did, when was that? Last year, a year and a half ago? I changed it too much. I should have stuck with one for a while. So now I plan on doing that. Like, I want to go with that maroon-ish red, stick with that for like a few months or so at least, if not longer. Depends on how much I just like really like it. All right, so let's go ahead and share. This is when my hair was MAGA red. I'm not going to go that bright. First of all, I just don't want to bleach my hair this much to go MAGA red. So this was 65 weeks ago. I wish I would just put the date on there, but yes. I'm trying to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Someone said looks like a wig. Well, the blue is, but if you mean this red, that's hilarious because everybody thinks this blue hair is real, but then you think my real hair when it was red looked like a wig. It's so funny. It was around this time people online kept accusing me of wearing a wig. I was like, no, that was all my real hair. It wasn't even extensions. It was all my real hair. So let's see. This was black. This was before. Then I bleached it. I did this myself too. So unfortunately, I didn't do as good a job as what a professional would have done. So I did that. Then I was like, let me tone this down a little bit. Because I thought, okay, this red was super fun. MAGA red was, but it was just a little too bright. So then I did this Dr. Pepper red. And I wish I stuck with the Dr. Pepper red a little more or a little longer than I did. Because I loved the Dr. Pepper red. Because I felt like it complemented my coloring. My color palette, for those who are, I'm like obsessed with color palettes. My color palette is dark winter. That is my color season. And this color worked great for that dark winter color season. I felt like it complemented my eyes and all that stuff better. See, this red overpowers me a little bit because this is it's too bright for my features. But I mean, it was fun. But this complemented my color season of dark winter. So I had this. It started to fade. And so then I bleached it again and went pink. And that was fun. And I've had pink hair multiple times. Pink hair is super fun, in my opinion. But I couldn't bleach it enough to make it as even as I wanted. So you could see in this picture, it's patchy. And it looked a little more patchy in IRL. So, yeah, it was a bit patchy. And so I ended up dyeing it back brown after that. So that's it. That is the fun colors that I did then a little over a year ago. So now I'm gonna try to stay in that Dr. Pepper red range. So, but blue wig for today. It's fun. So yeah, that's what I did. Throwback to to our jokes from last stream. You know what? I know a lot of people like the dark black. I did too, but I'm telling you, every time I dye my hair dark black, my mom hates it. I don't know why. I still do it sometimes, and ultimately, I'm an adult, so it's my hair, but I don't know why my mom hates it so much, but she hates the dark black hair, and every time I do it, she tells, I don't like it. I don't like that dark black hair on you. You need to change it. It's not good for you. It's not your color. And it's crazy because like the dark black actually does complement my colors, but mom hates it. But she doesn't mind she doesn't mind me coloring my hair punky colors. That's what's funny. But she does not, for some reason, she doesn't like the dark black hair on me. She didn't complain when I dyed it red. My dad didn't like it that bright red, though. It's just funny because my dad normally is just like, normally doesn't give me any crap over this kind of stuff. But he didn't like the bright red. He didn't like the like Ronald McDonald red. So it was funny. But yeah, mom doesn't like dark black on me. Like my natural hair is dark brown, and in some lights, it's lighting, it can like look black because it's really neutral. But she doesn't like it when I dye it dark black. She was fine with it red. She was fine with it pink. But yeah, she don't like it dark black for some reason. So it's like, so it's funny. I called her after I got done with my hair appointment because I was gonna like go get lunch with her while I was out. So I was like, so I went to hair appointment and I'm thinking about going dyeing my hair like some kind of burgundy red. And mom's like, oh, you're doing all that again? And I said, it's not super bright. It's that. And I was like, well, right now my hair is just kind of uneven since it was, dyed over the time. And I haven't dyed in a while, but it's still kind of uneven. I was like, well, it's like, well, what's my other option? Going black hair again? And I knew if I said that, then it's like Trump's tariffs. Trump talks about the tariffs. It's a negotiation tactic. So I was like, first I mentioned the red, and she's like, you're doing that again? I'm like, well, it could be black. Oh, I think that red would look so nice on you. It worked. Yes. So that was like my tariff strategy. It was tariffs. That's it. Tariffs. But it's just like, I don't know. I like to do the fun colors instead of just like dark brown. I just get bored with just my dark brown hair. Yeah, I like something that's a little more fun. And so I think that the Dr. Pepper Dark Red will be a nice compromise of where it's like not too wacky, but still, fun. Who cares what your mom thinks? I do. Why would you not care what your mom thinks? Obviously, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do with my style, but I do care what my mom thinks. Don't go blonde. There's no way I would go blonde. First of all, I'm not nuking my hair that light. Secondly, I look terrible with blonde hair. Terrible. Does not work for my color palette at all. Blonde fits like, your spring and summer color palettes. I am a winter color palette. We don't do blonde well unless it's platinum white. And there's no way my hair can do that. So prove it. Oh, I need to think where I can find that. I tried it. I had like I had blonde hair before, but it wasn't like, it was like a really patchy, messed up blonde trying to bleach it. And my hair was all crispy. It looked terrible. I don't think that I have a picture anywhere though. So anyway, yeah. Blonde is a beautiful hair color, but just not on me. Does not look good. Trust. Let's see. We've got Zeb with the $20 who says room for woke rants. I hope we can do those woke rants. Let's talk about the patriarchy, guys. We also need more non-binary people in Trump's cabinet. Why are there no non-binary people? Where's the non-binary representation? Tony Morrow with the 199 says, going to Epic Universe 2 days in a row. Oh, I hope you are having a fun time. Tommy Mesa also says Myra Walsh is way hotter than Rachel Zegler. I don't know who that is. So, okay. So anyway, Melanie is a winter, but probably has never seen snow IRL. Is this a joke? Do you not know I grew up in upstate New York where I had snow up to my waist as a kid? I was literally on the border of Canada. People are like, or like if I talk about, man, it's cold. Oh, well, you call that snow? If I get snow in Texas, it's like, okay, why you want to flex and brag? I freaking lived on the border of Canada before where we got a ton of snow. I have seen my share of snow. A lot. So, I didn't gain enough weight for the woke cosplay. Heck. Would you look at that? Well, there's still time. All right. Let's continue. Oh, also, I'm going to address an elephant in the room. Not necessarily in the room, but I'm going to address an elephant. There are I have this happening. There are a couple people or so who are in my freaking business email trying to shoot the breeze with me and trying to swoon me or whatever and saying these things. It's really weird. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. And they say, I've had this happen multiple times. They'll email every single day and they'll be like, by the way, I know you won't have a conversation with me, but I can tell by your posts that you were leaving subliminal things for me to pick up on. No, I'm not! Like, what is wrong with the people? I have blocked a number of people over this crap. It's like, oh, I could tell by this post that you subliminally were talking about me. It's like, I don't know who you are. What? So yeah, so now on my business email, I've got people sending me emails every day. Oh, I wish I could kiss you. By the way, this and that. And then I'm being the PG version about it because they're being like really creepy with it. So I know that they have to be watching this. No, I'm not leaving any subliminal messages. I can confirm I don't leave subliminal messages for anybody. So cut it out with the creepy emails. Stop. Okay. I'll just block because I've had to do that for a number of people. And I'll check my spam folder every once in a while and there will be it's like, oh, I haven't checked in months. And I'm like, this person is still emailing me every single day for years now, for years. And sometimes they get mad. So it's really weird. And I've never replied a single time. It's it's crazy. But thankfully, the high majority, those are only outliers. Y'all ain't like that. Thank goodness. But there are just some outliers of and it creeps me out to no end. It's like, ugh. Or okay. I don't want to sound mean, but I will also have I'll have some people send me an email. I've had this happen a number of times too. And they'll be like, hey, I wanted to know if I could date you. Here's my picture. And their picture is an attachment. And they're looking at the camera like I can't even do it, but they look like a serial killer. It's like they actually look like a serial killer, or you can tell that they are severely mentally unstable. And it's not an exaggeration. It's like an actual, we need to bring mental crazy asylums back because these people are in my emails saying how we would be perfect together. And I'm like, this person is actually mentally unstable. Like, for real, you could see it in the eyes. It's like, hey, I think we, and it's like, I feel bad, but it's very uncomfortable. So we do need crazy asylums. Oh my goodness, we do, because some people just like, hey, they don't necessarily need to be in jail because they didn't necessarily do any criminal offense, but they're also kind of dangerous to society because then they could, like, they're unpredictable. I was watching this thing with mom last weekend. It was called, what was her name? Natalia, The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, was it? Or wait, The Curious Case, yeah, of Natalia Grace. Guys, this is I don't know how many of you watched The Orphan, but it was a for real orphan story. I like the movie. This family adopted a kid, well, what they thought was a 6-year-old girl from Ukraine. Then they take her back to the States, and she was a woman, and she was crazy, and she was saying she was going to murder them, and she was a menace to society. And I thought, man, this is why we need mental asylums, because then they couldn't do anything with her. They got her an apartment, and then she just was like making everybody who lived near that apartment miserable. She would barge in their house uninvited. She was just crazy. And it's like, she needs committed somewhere. I don't know. That was a crazy documentary, and it's real. She's still trying to convince people that she was a kid. I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a second. That woman was freaking grown. But because she's a little person, that woman was grown. I wonder if there's like any YouTube videos about it. Let me pull up this trailer at least. I ain't advertising. Like, this isn't an ad. I actually watched this one. We watched the whole first season, and some of the second season is just her point of view and her trying to say that she actually was a kid. So yeah, there she was. There's the neighbor. There she was. Here. She's trying to tell them she actually was 6 years old. She had some baby teeth, but that's the thing, is she has a condition though. Like, she has an actual health condition. And some people can have baby teeth for a super long time. I just asked Grok, and he said that there's cases of people still having baby teeth at like 70. So while it's not normal, like, I'm going to try not to sound super crass when I say this, but this was an indication. They took her home. The mom was giving her a bath, and she screamed and freaked out because what was supposed to be a 6-year-old, but what they think was a full-grown woman, had, let's just say, she had hair in certain places that doesn't happen until after puberty. Full. I'm talking full is what they said. So that was supposed to be a 6-year-old, but then they were like, wait, is this an adult? And they showed her next to another kid who had her same condition that was actually 6 years old, and that other one looked way younger. I don't know. So this is a whole like documentary. You get the perspective from like the family. Then on season 2, you get her perspective. I think that she actually was older than she's pretending. And yeah, that's the side that I take on this. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And a menace. That's my take. That is, yeah. But I still want to finish watching season 2, but so far it's just yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's a crazy if you're looking for something to watch, a documentary that's like, that will that is one that is pretty insane. I don't know how did I get to that topic? Oh yeah, because I said we need insane asylums again. We do, because people like her, because she was living in this apartment complex and she was just making everybody's life miserable. Oh, and not only that, because some people feel sorry for her because it's just like, oh no, but she's like, she was freaking trying to molest the boys there, the young boys there. It was inexcusable. There was this, and there were multiple eyewitness accounts. So it wasn't just, oh, the parents were lying about it, this and that. There were multiple eyewitness accounts from the neighbors and stuff like that who caught her. And the kid's dad was yelling at her because she was trying to touch this boy. Like she was trying to undo his pants and he was a little kid. And she's here in this apartment complex. She's claiming she was a kid, but no, she wasn't. That's my opinion on that whole story. But anyway. Yeah. Can you put a midget in jail? I'm sure you can. Yes. That's allegedly, that is what she was. That's what it looks like to me. She claims she was a kid. She claims she's a kid. She claims that how old would she have been when, I'm trying to think of the timeline, but she's claiming that she was like 13 years old when her adopted parents put her in that apartment complex. But they aged her. They had professionals even age her at like 23. So yeah, deport. Exactly. Deport. But yeah, that's a crazy story. Anyway, she did end up, I don't know. She's telling her side of the story. She found she found people who she lives with now that, are of the redneck variety and not the good kind. I don't know. I still want to watch the rest of that. I don't know why this is so funny. It scared me. Like when I went to bed after binge watching that, I slept with the lamp on. I was scared. I was like, why am I scared? Like I just watched a horror movie. It felt demonic. Like this girl, I think was like possessed or something. I really think she was possessed because like I don't know. You can't convince me otherwise. Like heck. We've got Just Jousting with the 2 says, don't shave your armpits to match your blue hair. Oh, I've got time. I've got time to get fat and to grow my armpit hair. We'll work on that. All right, let's see. We've got Caleb Cervantes with a 5. You know, with the blue wig, you can kind of pull off a good cosplay of Lucina from Fire Emblem. Ooh, Lucina! How awesome. Sure, hers is like, isn't hers a bit darker though? Like, I think hers is like a navy. Yeah. Which, well, it's not quite navy. It's like, well, kind of. I don't know. That would be fun. That would be fun. That would complement my skin tone better anyway. Maybe I can find me a navy blue wig. A Lucina wig. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. We have push-ups with a $5. I beat Unicorn. You beat Unicorn Overlord 9. 10 out of 10. I am so glad you liked my recommendation. Excuse me. I'm trying not to burp right now, and because it's like I ate pork ribs and I don't like the aftertaste. So if I'm burping pork ribs, it's like, ugh. not it's just not ideal. All right, so favorite level was the Holy March, the one where you fight your way to Basilic Basil. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nice. Well, I'm so glad you liked it. I can't recommend it enough. Unicorn Overlord, incredible game. I made a video about it on my YouTube channel and Rumble if you guys want to see that. You're on the last boss. You have to rearrange your team. I'm telling you, my teams for the okay. Well, I don't want to spoil things. But the last boss, but yeah, I was able to beat the last. Let's say I've just played the game multiple times. I beat the last boss multiple times. On my first time, I could do it with my original comp. But then on the other time when I was trying to get the other ending, I had to make adjustments to my comp. So let's see what else we got. JR says you are almost doing a Ramona Flowers cosplay. Almost. Someone was like, do you have 7 crazy exes we need to fight? I'm thinking, I only have 3 exes. But don't fight anybody. That's funny. Vic the Red with the 5. As a redhead, I can confirm red hair is superior to blue. I love it. I will be going red. I'm going to go like that Dr. Pepper deep red. Oh, let me see if I can, because there is this girl that I've just stumbled on YouTube, and I loved her hair color, which she changed it. And I was like, oh, this hair color is amazing. I need it. So it's like that Dr. Pepper maroon-ish red. I just love it. The camera isn't quite picking it up right. It's picking it up. Let me see. Yeah, well, it's close. I was like, I love it. I need it. I need it. Pink hair melt to return. I'm not trying to bleach my hair enough for pink. Hopefully I don't have to bleach it at all to get that maroon color. That's the goal. Let me see if I have more pictures of when I had pink hair. I can't believe I'm Googling myself. This could be a nightmare because people make photoshops of me that are highly inappropriate. But I don't think, okay. Melanie Mac pink hair. That's funny. I can just Google myself. Here's a bunch of variety of colors. Here is, I had purple hair here. Oh, my face is covering it. Dadgummit. Well, you can see it here. Right in the middle thing. I had purple hair. This was me with MAGA red hair. This was me with pink hair when I first dyed it pink. Here too. This was like 10 years ago. Wait, was it 10 or? Yeah, it was like 9 or 10 years ago. This was, yeah, that's the first time I went pink. These. Yeah, so I've had pink hair multiple times, but I don't want to go that light. I'm planning on going more like this. A little bit, well, this and this. This is a little bit faded. We'll see. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm planning on it. We'll see how it's going to turn out because it's going to be 2 weeks from now, and it's going to be however my stylist pulls it off. So I will let you guys know in 2 weeks. Wednesday. So I don't know how it's going to be an all-day appointment. So I might have to make stream a little later than usual that week, but 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm trying not to sneeze. You should go ginger. Oh, wait, episode. I dyed my hair orange once. It was not my color. Well, also, I didn't realize like my color palette and stuff back then. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't egregious, but it definitely was not. Orange is just not my color. So, yeah. I need to stick with the reds. Red, the purplish based red, the violet reds. I know 45 minutes and I'm not suspended on Twitch yet. I know. A shocker, right? But yes, definitely follow me on Rumble. Which I'll get to the Rumble chat here in a minute. Check for some Rumble rants here in a minute. Let me get to these super chats. Push Up says, next anime Matsuri, you can be Sailor Mercury. I can with this wig. True. I was Sailor Mars last time. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, I don't think there's a red-haired Sailor Scout. There's just the blonde girls, Venus, Moon. There is... See, the DLC Scouts, those are the ones I don't know a lot of. I watched Sailor Moon back when it first came out. So I'm, like, well-versed in the OG Scouts. But then, like, the DLC ones, not as much. But, like, Moon and Venus are blonde. Mars was my favorite. Black hair. Jupiter, brown hair. Mercury, blue hair. We had like Chibi Usa was pink hair. Yeah, I know there's like some DLC ones too. But anyway. All day at a salon, I would go insane. I'll have fun. I'm gonna bring my Switch and play some Tomb Raider. Cause like, yeah, that would be probably because like I'm not one that I'm pretty introverted. So like, yeah, I can talk and stuff and that's fine. But this is going to be like to do all the hair coloring, get all the extensions, all of that's probably going to be like a 6+ hour appointment. So, I can't chat for 6 hours straight like that often. So I'm probably just going to bring my Switch and play some Tomb Raider remasters while she does my hair. So that's the plan. So let's see. We've got... Oh, Dark Matter says, how about purple hair? That was before I showed it. Yes, I have had purple hair before. It actually worked. It worked. But it wasn't my favorite. But it did work. All right, we've got JR says, get a blonde wig and we'll be the judge. I can just shoot. Let me get on one of these apps and show you what I look like as blonde. It's not good. Like, I will shoot it and just change the colors. Let's see. Oops. Crap. I've used this app that you can change your hair colors on it. See, let's try blonde. It's got to generate an AI version to see what I would look like with blonde hair. It just does not complement my features at all. Look. I hate it. Well, it looks better on the camera because it's making it look whiter. White hair would actually look fine with me in my color palette, but not that like yellow blonde. No. Let me see if I can get it to actually look. Oh, here we go. I put the wrong blonde. I put the platinum. We're going to go with the yellow blonde so you can see. Yellow blonde. No. It's, look how it clashes with my colors. Yellow blonde ain't it. The only way I can pull off blonde is if it's platinum. And I'm not doing that to my hair. It would ruin it. Could be platinum if I had a buzz cut. See, look, white hair actually works with my coloring. Is what's funny. It's kind of a vibe, but I can't do that to my hair. I would ruin it. But I couldn't do yellow blonde. Yellow looks terrible on me. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, if I ever did go blonde, it would be platinum. It'd be white blonde. But I don't think my hair can get that light. So maybe I'll get a platinum wig. Okay. Let's see. We got River Miles, who became a member, and then River also gifted 20 memberships. Thank you so much, everybody. If you are gifted a membership, you now have access to my members only videos. I made a vlog today for my members also. So there's that. A Sephiroth wig. There we go. I could do that. Okay. So let's go ahead. We've got some guy. Oh yeah, try a blonde wig like from Pretty Woman. We'll see. I'm getting requests for the blonde wig. I'll get it. If I do it, it'll be a platinum one. River says your hair is the color I've been painting chassis parts on my Jeep for years. Had to give gifties. That is so awesome. Jeep life. I love it. I still gotta like get mods and stuff for my Jeep and make it more unique to me, because I haven't done any type of mods or anything on my Jeep at all. But I do love my Jeep. Oh, Lone Wolf says, when you have more time, can we get more custom emotes, please? That is a good request. Good idea. Let me know what you would want to see for custom emotes, because right now I have some butter ones. Do you want me to stick with like the butter themed emotes, or do you want anything different? Let me know. Oh, let me get this super chat, because we got a Wombo on a Rumble rant, I should say. We got a Wombo Rumble rant from TZ76 Patriot with the $50, who says, hi, Melanie, blue wig is nice look for a stern Judgment Day Jesus. Check out nationalshrine.org. Oh, I love that. I love that Judgment Day Jesus representation, because I get sick of just like people pretending like he's a hippie. They have it on wall behind the altar. Have a blessed Easter. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, hold on. Oh, look at that. I like this. Okay. This is also a Rumble rant. We have Tim's final graphics card with the $1. It says, Melanie, you helped me give up seed oils. Oops, that was meant for Luke. Good. Giving up seed oils is always good. You, on the other hand, helped me give up porn. Let's heckin' go! I am so proud of you. You have no idea. Thank you so much for sharing that. Guys, porn is rotting your brain. If you watch it, seek Jesus, be delivered. Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, I had another Rumble rant from Rem Dog. Says, I wonder how you'd be with a pixie cut like Audrey Hepburn. Oh. The world may never know. I had a pixie cut when I was like 12. Other than that, I've never had an actual pixie. My face shape works fine for a pixie, but it's just the grow out takes so freaking long that I just can't. I don't know if I'll ever do a pixie again. Maybe I'll just get a pixie wig. But yeah. Yeah, no plans to do that. Not unless my hair got absolutely wrecked and I had to. But if that happened, I would probably wear wigs. But it's not egregious. Like, it's not preferred. Here's why I don't like to wear pixies, or even why I don't even with my hair like being short, I'm very particular about it. Like the bob was fine. It's grown out more that it is starting to look like I'd have to get it shaped again to look good because I dress kind of like a tomboy, like not super tomboy, but I do dress a little tomboy. So if I dress a bit tomboy and I have a pixie cut or my hair in a way that's like shorter and it's not particularly super feminized, then I will look like a lesbian. And I don't want to look like a lesbian. So like earlier today, I wore camo pants and I wore camo pants and this white tank top. And before I put on the wig, I was like, I just put my hair down because the way that it's like growing out right now, it's like really layered, but it's still short. It's like this short now, a little shorter in this wig. But like this is a more feminine cut than what my hair has starting to grow into. And I was like, this just makes me look like a lesbian. Like people are gonna think I'm a lesbian if I go with my hair like this. That's why I've been putting it in ponytails a lot lately. Because the way that it is, it was so funny because when I called mom about it, because I told her I was getting extensions, she's like, "What? You cut your hair like less than like 2 months ago?" And she's like, why would you get extensions? And I was like, Mom, I'm telling you, I look like a lesbian, Mom. And she didn't tell me that she had me on speakerphone. And she said my dad was just eating in the kitchen. He was laughing. I was like, Mom, I look like a lesbian right now. And I like to dress like a little tomboy inspired. So I need to have feminine hair because otherwise I will look like a lesbian and I don't want to look like a lesbian. So it's like, yeah, I've got my like rock and metal merch. The like tank top with baggy jeans is one of my favorite styles, but it can come off as lesbian if the hair is not feminine enough. But also, like, this is why, if you think of someone like Audrey Hepburn, why she could pull off pixie cuts and look super feminine is because her style was hyper feminine. She wore those like little dresses and stuff, and she looked great. I am not shading short hair because I actually love short hair. I think it looks amazing on Audrey Hepburn. I think her and Natalie Portman both look better with the like pixie cuts than the longer hair. But their style is really feminine. My style is like like a little tomboyish, like emo rock star, like, or not rock star, but like rock, like like I'm going to a metal concert, you know? And so because it's not, I'm not wearing like lacy dresses and things like that, like the combat boot. If I'm going to wear a dress, it's going to be with combat boots usually. So because I have that style, I can't afford to also couple that with a pixie or a wolf cut looking thing. That's why my hair is growing out looking kind of like a wolf cut right now, a short one. So I feel because it grew out from that bob phase, I would have to cut the bottom layer to make it a bob again if I wanted it to look a little more feminine. But it's growing out into a wolf cut looking thing, and I don't know, it's not. I that's why I've been doing the ponytails. So yeah, extensions it will be in 2 weeks. I'm just gonna keep wearing those ponytails until I get my extensions. So yeah. I dress too much like a tomboy to do the short hair with it for the most part. I noticed that. I was like, ooh. Yeah. Lesbians are like unicorns, they don't exist. I mean, I do believe that's true for the most part. I think that because most girls who say they're lesbian or say they're bi will 1000%, 10 times out of 10 would be with a hot guy if that was their options. They would pick a hot guy over a girl any day of the week. Now, there might be some women who have had like trauma and they're scared of men, and that's why they don't, which is sad, but it still doesn't make it okay because the lesbian stuff it's still an abomination of God and will send them to hell. But there are like those kind, that I do acknowledge and feel bad and feel sympathy for them for that. But I would not condone those actions. But yeah. Usually, like, if a girl will go full lesbian, unless she's, like I said, unless she's had some sort of trauma, it's usually because she can't get the guy that she wants. Or she can't get the guy she wants or the type of guy she wants. So she just settles for a girl. That's typically it. I mean, yeah, usually. Obviously, yeah, but there's some exceptions. But anyway, it's wrong. It's wrong either way. Whatever the reasons are, it's wrong, and they need Jesus. And we should definitely pray for these individuals to find Jesus and not live like that, because we don't want them to go to hell. So yeah. All right. Now we've got JR the 2. We need mental institutions for crazy midgets. That's true. The psycho murder on the mind midgets should be put into mental institutions. But the good midgets, they can chill with us. Yeah, they can sit with us. Push-ups with a 2 says, I'm too autistic to pick up subliminal messages. I was sending you another game recommendation through subliminal messages. Do sports make women gay? I would say no. I like sports. Now, if you're talking about, if you look at like WNBA players and stuff, how they are like largely gay, that's probably just because like playing at a pro level, you got some like husky, strong women, right? And they're usually not what men are attracted to. So again, this goes back to the lesbians. They're settling for a woman because they can't get a man. What man, for the most part, is going to be attracted to a WNBA player? It's rare. It's rare that there are attractive WNBA players. And they're typically a bit boyish in personalities, which, hey, there is a market for, there are a lot of guys who like tomboys, but tomboys are not butch. There's a difference. Now, I know all this queer stuff tried to blur that fine line, and they try to act like tomboys are just gender confused and stuff. And it's like, no, tomboys, we have, because I consider myself a tomboy. I grew up a tomboy, still hyper, like still female and liked being feminine, and still like to on occasion wear a dress, still embrace the femininity, but could also play sports with, the dudes. So tomboy and butch are not the same thing. So just saying. Now, a feminine tomboy, like, yeah, guys are into that. But if you're looking at these butch WNBA players, most of them are butch, and guys are not into that. That's why a lot of them are lesbian, because they can't get a guy that they want, right? This is the math of it. Were you ever a bit queer when you used to hang out with gay besties back in the day? Honestly, no. There's a lot of people who really wanted to recruit me into the queer cult, because it was like, oh, you're a tomboy. Oh, you like to wear combat boots, all this stuff. I have never in the history of my life ever entertained a woman in that way. Never held hands with a woman, let alone obviously never kissed a woman or anything like that. I have the only time I have ever been interested in somebody, in an individual, and went on a date with them or something like that, was a man. So, yeah. But thing though is like even people who have had those like who have lived in that way, I don't want to discourage people that they can't get right with God. Because like if somebody has lived in any of those type of lifestyles or done any of those things, they can still repent and find Jesus. And that's the thing, is those kind of desires are sinful, but you can be delivered from it. And Jesus can save you. And you know, you need the power of Jesus to help deliver you from that. All right. So, Tony Morrow with the 199, ever considered signing up for puppy yoga? Absolutely not. Yoga is demonic, so no. Winged Light with the 199, I love the Titus and Yuna icon. Classic, the best video game couple ever. What are your thoughts on the Switch 2 prices? I think ridiculous. I have no interest in the Switch 2. None. It's like, oh, yes, has Nintendo had expensive prices before? Yes, with the N64. Guess what? I opted out of N64 as a kid. We had PlayStation instead because N64 was too expensive. And my brothers and I were more drawn to the PlayStation library of games anyway. I am a PlayStation fangirl. I do like some Nintendo IPs. Like, I'm a huge Smash Bros. Fan, and I am a big Fire Emblem fan. Other than that, I don't really care that much about Nintendo. Gonna be honest. I did really like the GameCube. I will give props that the GameCube was great. The GameCube was great. Super Nintendo is one of the best consoles of all time. I will say that. So, like, growing up, I had a Super Nintendo and I had a GameCube. My brothers and I, we got the GameCube after it already has been out for a bit though. And we liked those. And then I got a Switch. Like, that's my Nintendo experience. But I am more of a PlayStation girl. I mean, PC. I used to like really be like PC Master Race, all this kind of stuff. I had a time of that, but not so much anymore. Like, obviously, games will definitely look a lot better on PC and all that kind of stuff. But here's my thing. When I'm gaming these days, I don't want to be at my setup. I don't want to be at my desk. I want to be sitting on a couch with a controller. So I am all about, I'm a PlayStation fangirl at heart. I know PS5 really has struggled with good games, but I'm still, with modern tech, still PS5 girl. I play games on my PS5, right? So, yeah, that's my opinion on the Switch stuff. They are overpriced. Also, let's be for real. Switch 2 is trying to price itself more high than PS5 when PS5 has better tech. How does this make sense? How is this justifiable? The Switch 2 is an updated Switch. That's all it is. Let's not pretend like it's some brand new tech like they want to pretend like it is. It is an updated version of the Switch. It has features that the Switch should have had a long time ago, right? With the 4K dock support and the Ethernet port. Why were these things not there all this time? Like, we've waited, like, this is, so yeah, we're getting an updated Switch. An updated Switch is not as good as a PS5. It's not a whole, I know, Switch 2, I know it's called Switch 2, but it's not. It doesn't warrant a whole other digit after it. It should be called the Switch update. So it's like, yeah, once I can find my Steam Deck that I've had lost for a bit, it kind of makes the Switch 2 obsolete for me. The only condition I will be buying a Switch 2. Now, I was going to buy it for that new FromSoft game. Well, then I find out that FromSoft game apparently is not even like a full, like Bloodborne, Elden Ring title. Like, it's going to be more of their like online thing. Just like their online Bloodborne, or not Bloodborne, their online Elden Ring expansion thingy. It's going to be along those lines. So it's not even going to be like a full FromSoft title. Like, so I'm not buying it for that. So the only condition I will be buying a Switch 2 is if they just either announce something that blows my mind that's new, or I would buy a Switch 2 for a new Smash Bros. Not gonna lie. If it was a good one, I would buy a Switch 2 for a new Fire Emblem game. Again, if it's a good one. It couldn't be like Fire Emblem Engage. If it's like Fire Emblem Engage, I'm out. If the new Smash Bros, it's like Smash Bros Brawl, I'm out. Ultimate was actually legit and good. Melee is the best one. But still, Ultimate, I still liked it a lot. So, yeah, that's the only condition I'm really planning on buying Switch 2. It's not worth it to me. It's just not. It's a Switch 1.5. It's more like a Switch 1.2. So I don't have any plans on getting it until something that I'm actually legit excited about comes out. So that's my plan. I'll stick with my PS5. So that's that. Those are my opinions, which I did have. Crush with the 2 new hair, cute boom. Thank you. It is a wig, but I will be going back to red hair like a dark red hair in 2 weeks. So normal hair until then. 2 weeks is my salon appointment. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous because whatever I'm getting, I'm sticking with it for like a few months, if not longer. So I just hope I like it, because then if I don't really like it, like I still want to stick with it for a bit. But I want something that I would want to stick with for a long time, like, because I don't want to keep changing my hair too much. So it's like, especially as it grows out, which thankfully my hair grows fast and it retains length really well. But I just know with my experience of going from short hair to long hair multiple times that it grows the best. And when I don't keep changing it, like I don't keep changing the colors back and forth, I want to keep it as healthy as possible. So I'm going to find a color I like, stick with it for a long time. So let's hope that Dr. Pepper Red turns out well. See, I know you might like the natural color best. I appreciate it, but I like fun that just matches my aesthetic. I feel like I just need something a little different. Is your natural hair black? It's a neutral brown. So it can look black in some lighting, but not like jet black, but it's a neutral brown. All right, so we've got Warfire Zero with the 20. Thank you so much. Hey, Melanie, I really enjoyed the first Death Stranding game. I wanted to get your thoughts on the new DS2 trailer that was shown at South by Southwest. Do you think you will be playing the game when it releases? God bless. There's a Death Stranding 2. I'm going to be honest, I had zero interest in Death Stranding and I never played it. So there I won't play Death Stranding 2, but I hope it's everything you hope it is. I hope you like it. Oh, Ryan says he knew a girl who had prune colored hair, looked like red wine in sunlight. That's beautiful. I love those type of shades. Very vampy. That's kind of like along the lines of what I'm looking at because it fits my color palette. All right, we've got Caleb with a 2 cosplay idea for the red hair, Claire Redfield. Ooh, we'll have to consider that. I am a Christian with a $4 sticker. Yay! Thank you so much. We got Winged Light with a $4.99. If you are in the free market for a fun romp game, then Final Fantasy X2 is a blast. I've just started playing it again on my Xbox Series X. I love that game. I think it was severely underrated. I beat it around near the launch time of it, like way back. And I loved it. And you know what's funny is I didn't even know it until later. I didn't know there were alternate endings. So that good ending where you have to use the whistle, I did that on my first time. I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know there was multiple endings. So I got the good ending, but the funny thing is I didn't like the ending because I was like, I cried over Titus dying for no reason. Or fading away or whatever you call it. That was but I love that game. Love it. Though it was just like so much fun with the girl characters dress up, all that kind of stuff. Pain was really cool addition. I still question why they didn't just use Lulu, but I get it. You know, she was like having her life with Waka. But I liked Pain, but my favorite was I love Riku. Riku is one of my favorite. She's still one of my favorite characters ever. And she was just so cute and fun in 10-2. So, why is my chat? My chat is like frozen. Oh, here we go. Now it finally caught up. It just kept like showing the same comment over and over. Okay, hold on. Let's catch up with chat. Why is it not updating? What is going on with chat? I can't see it. Why is chat messed up? Wait, I'm seeing some updated ones, but for some reason it's making... Oh, it says can't post comments on some destinations. Test. Okay, well, post... Oh, there we go. Post on. Try... I don't know what happens if I refresh on StreamYard, though. Okay, chat's fine. Okay, we're good. I can see it, but for some reason it, like, froze a comment that's staying pinned on the bottom. Okay. We have Tyler touchdown to 499. I'm still hoping you cosplay Claire from Claymore. Nice. I love Claymore because you would nail her to a T. Oh, thank you. And what other characters have you considered cosplaying as? I don't know. Like it depends because like I was thinking if I kept my hair shorter, but now if I'm like going red, I would have to think about it more. I mean, like this is so boring because it's so typical, but I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe for Halloween I'll do Angel of Darkness Lara Croft again, but this time with more red hair, even though she had like she still had some like reddish in her hair in that, but I don't know. We'll see. But I need to actually think of like, I need to broaden my horizons of characters for to cosplay as. But I always just like I just revert to Lara Croft every time. Oh, a different rendition of Lara Croft. But we shall see. We've got Michael Rafferty who gifted 5 Melanie Mac Go Boom memberships. Thank you so much for that. Which, by the way, if you got a gifted membership, I do have some members only videos that you will have access to. So thank you so much. Sorry, I'm checking regular. I like to check regular chat too. 3 years in a row as Lara. I feel like it's been more than that. I did like this. I think it's been 4. Because last year I did Lara Croft, but I did like I put that filter on it to the Netflix Lara Croft filter, which was goofy. I did kind of regular Lara Croft last year. The year before that, I did the movie version, the Angelina Jolie movie version of Lara Croft. The year before that, didn't I do movie Lara Croft again? I'm trying to remember. I did multiple Halloween costumes the year before that. But then the year before that, I did I did like this concept. It was the concept before the reboot came out that they did concept arts for. They were going to do a different kind of Tomb Raider game that was like more of a horror game. And I did that version of her cosplay for that, where she had like this orange halter top. Hardly anyone knew who I was even cosplaying for that one because it was so obscure. But the super fans knew. So that was 4 years in a row. What did I do the year before that? Yeah, I think the year before that I just did like I just wore a Minecraft dress, if I'm remembering my years correctly. So yeah, it's been 4 years in a row, Lara Croft. I could do a 5-year. So we'll see. I need different. If I need to get kind of creative with the Lara Crofts, like maybe there's a Top Cow version of Lara Croft because she does have like more red hair in the Top Cow comics. Well, they called her red too. It was what Chase Carver did, but still, it was more like a auburn. Let me see about. I need to get creative. Like, if I could do some sort of like obscure Lara Croft cosplay. Oh, I could do Doppelho. Oh, if you're a Tomb Raider fan, you know the reference. Doppelganger from Tomb Raider Underworld. If you're not, we in the community back then, when Tomb Raider Underworld first came out, we all called her Doppelho. I don't know why, because she was wearing like all leather, and like we just called her a hoe for some reason. We called her Doppelho instead of Doppelganger in the Tomb Raider community. I could do Doppelganger, Lara Croft with red hair. Ooh, let me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. Okay. I need actual in-game. There's like fan arts and like renders and stuff that aren't showing her hair enough. That's it. I can't believe I'm giving Halloween spoilers already. If I'm keeping my hair red by Halloween, I will do Doppelho Lara Croft. Now there's different doppelganger. Like this was the original doppelganger was the Bacon Lara, but like, this. Okay, here we go. Which heck? Why is I need better pictures, like better lighting. Doppelganger Lara Croft right here. She has dark red hair. That would be, yeah, there she is. That would be perfect. That would, because that's like right around the color. Oh, this is great. I could show that hair color to my stylist, which I need better pictures. I need better pictures to show Doppelho's actual coloring. Because like this is like different lighting and stuff like that. But yeah, Doppelho with the red hair and like the leather outfit is so cool. Here she is. I know my face is covering. I can't figure out how not. This is like a render that. Yeah, and like I like it. Oh, I think it's time. I think I need to stick with that 5 years in a row Tomb Raider cosplays for Halloween, and I will just doppelganger. I didn't check chat if anybody had caught the reference before I had to explain it. Yeah, and I have white skin, which already, I mean, the lights and stuff kind of, it's harder to tell. Like, because I do have white skin, very white skin, but it's still like, I wouldn't say ghost white. It's almost, but not quite ghost white. People were like on Quartercast, or a couple people were mad about me having white skin, telling me to get a fake tan. It's like, are you serious? Am I really getting discriminated for having white skin right now? I am not doing the fake tan thing. I've done it before. Don't want to do it. I like being white. Why would I want to put a fake tan on anymore? No. So yeah, I could I'm thinking Doppelho. Where is I'm gonna have to do some like searching for some more references. She has gold eyes, though. I don't know if that's the thing is I'd have to figure out if I'm going to go all out and actually get the contacts. I kind of have this thing where I'm kind of scared of like colored contacts and stuff because I don't want to mess up my eyes and I don't know, get some sort of like eye infection or reaction to the contacts. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll stick with my regular eyes or if the contacts would even be visible enough from. We'll see. But I'm thinking so far, tentatively, we have a plan for my next Halloween costume. Doppelganger. Lara Croft doppelganger. Yeah, for pictures, that's a good idea. I could just Photoshop the eyes. That's a good idea. Now on stream and stuff, if I do a stream on Halloween, then I guess y'all could just get my real eyes. Let me see when Halloween falls. On a Friday. Okay. Interesting. But anyway, we got ideas. This is good. I can't believe it. We spent the stream figuring out my next Halloween costume well in advance. Look at that. We're planning ahead. All right. So yeah, I already got Michael Rafferty. Thank you so much for gifting. And then we have Lance, who gifted 5 Melanie Mac Go Boom memberships. So if you guys got those gifted memberships, you will have access to my members-only videos. Thank you so much. Alex Slush with a 5. You can't fool me, Mel. That's not a wig. That's your real hair. River Miles with a 5 says Dust Bloods looks like scuffed Bloodborne mixed with scuffed Near Pass. Interesting. Thank you so much, River. AVJR with a 499. Hi, how was your day? Hi, happy belated birthday, by the way. Wasn't it yesterday that you said in the comments? Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, there we go. Thank you for the birthday shout out yesterday. I hope it was a wonderful day. I thank God for another year. Oh, thank you so much. You're so nice. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of this community. We got JR's cosplay as Chrissy Mayer. That's hilarious. We've got Axl Rose rules with the NOK 100. I don't know how much that is. I saw Andy Pants Gaming, and my issue with Xbox and PS5 is how gay they seem to be now, even if I love Xbox. But Nintendo feels like they are better at filtering that stuff out. Kind of, and Nintendo's kind of gotten gay with like their localization and stuff. But I will say they're not as egregious as some of these like Sony's gotten gay, not gonna lie. Sony's gotten stupid gay with like The Last of Us, even with Horizon. And I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I was so stoked for the other one after that, and I just never played it. I'm still, the other day I was like, do I give it a try? Do I give it a try? Because I did love the first one. I'm kind of on the fence on it. So anybody who played, I keep wanting to say Frozen Wild. That was expansion pack. Well, yeah, I did play that, the DLC. Why am I forgetting what the sequel is called? Anybody who's played the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, let me know if it's worth it. If I get it, I would rather get a used copy or something, though. So that I'm not... I don't want to support the gay stuff, which I think the gay... Forbidden West, that's right. I think the gay stuff was only in the DLC of that, if I'm right. If I'm remembering right, from what I've researched anyway. No, it's not my birthday. It was AVJR's birthday in chat. It's mid. I was afraid of that. That's what I thought. It looked pretty mid. Yeah, I'll keep focusing on my my Dredge platinum trophy run is what I'm going for. I've taken a little bit of a break. I need to get back to that. Oh, Forbidden West combat was more janky and less fluid. Aloy takes forever to stand back up and recover from rolling. Story was not as good. Decent game, not as good as Zero Dawn. What about the side quests and stuff? Because I'm not gonna lie, my favorite thing about Zero Dawn, because I usually don't play these games. I'm not that much invested in the story and all that. when I play these games and why I liked Zero Dawn so much is because it was a game that I wanted to platinum because I like that it has a bunch of side quests and all that kind of stuff. So I did platinum the game and I got 100% on it until they dropped the DLC stuff. I didn't do it I didn't get 100% in the DLC, but I did beat the DLC. But yeah, if the side quests and all that and going like 100%, like getting all the plat trophy would be a fun endeavor, I would consider it. But that stuff's more important to me than anything else. All right, so we've got, River asked Rise versus Shadow, Team Rise here. Talking about Tomb Raider. I think Shadow of the Tomb Raider's better, in my opinion. Now, there's different angles you can look at it. Rise of the Tomb Raider did do better with like its story, which I don't even think the story was great, but just saying. It did better with like the cinematic quality of the cutscenes and stuff. But Shadow of the Tomb Raider was more open, where there was more to explore on it. It was closer to an actual Tomb Raider title, even though it's still not there, but it at least attempted to be. And it did have the multiple difficulty options, so you could set your difficulty on hard for the puzzles and the exploration element, like shiny ledges and stuff. If you wanted those on hard, you could turn the shiny ledges off, things like that. I appreciated that because I got so sick of like the first reboot and Rise having all these shiny ledges. It's like they didn't want you to use your brain at all in those games. If you're stuck on a puzzle for 5 seconds, then they're going to show you what to do. It's annoying. So I would say Shadow is better in that because of those reasons. But yeah, I honestly have no desire to play the reboot games ever again. I don't. They're fun action games, but they're not true Tomb Raider games. PB with a 10 says, what's your opinion of the propensity of Gnostic themes in video game narratives? For example, Final Fantasy often has a theme, and Lies of P has heavy symbolism of Gnostic and alchemic symbology. I'm careful with that kind of stuff, but I probably should be more careful. But like, it depends. It depends on that. If I feel like something is like blatantly demonic with it, or like super witchcrafty, I might be like a little like. But if it's done in just like, hey, this is fantasy. This is like Gandalf the Wizard, right? Then yeah. But there was a game like Cult of the Lamb that I refused to play because it was very like, occult. And it sucked because I was like, oh, this game actually, I like the art style and stuff and it looks fun, but it was just too occult for me. I couldn't do it. What else was I thinking of that I also passed over for the same reason? What was it? There was another one that did too. It depends on how it's portrayed, but my suggestion to people is like, use your discernment, pray for discernment, and because I think that there's still, like, for me anyway, there is still room for, hey, is this portrayed as like complete fantasy? And like Devil May Cry, for example, the demons in Devil May Cry and all that kind of stuff in Dante, it's almost like an elf. It's almost like an elf in terms of being a whole, like, it's not portraying actual. It's different. It's like that they call them demons, but like, and you have, well, and you're killing those baddies anyway, those demons. But then you have like Dante, who's technically a Nephilim, but they don't portray him as a biblically accurate Nephilim. He's just like, hey, it's his humanity who really makes him good, right? So there's kind of some nuance there. Doom, yes, Doom. It's like, hey, you're killing demons. This is like a Christian game to me. So yeah, it depends on the nuance, like, of things like that. So that's me. But if I understand if some people would feel uncomfortable with certain games like that, and that's respectable if they feel that way. Tyler Touchdown with the 499 says, wait, I know a good cosplay for you. Oh, Regina from Dino Crisis. Yeah, okay. That's definitely a consideration. Yeah, exactly. Dante's a little too short to be a Nephilim. You should buy the Switch 2 for the wheelchair basketball game where you can dunk hoops and collect welfare checks. If there's just not enough, if the main character should be a transgender disabled black trans woman, until then I'll pass. Benimation with a 5. What was your first experience with an M-rated game? Mortal Kombat on the Sega Genesis. Would it be that or Killer Instinct? I don't know. When I was a kid, so yeah, something like that. That's my first memory of, I would say, Mortal Kombat. So, we have Raphael with a 10. I just recently saw your opinion on Marvel Rivals. Emma Frost. Did you ever see Manon from Street Fighter 6? I think it's a similar deal, but nobody talks about her. Manon definitely is kind of Troon coded for sure. Emma Frost looks like a Troon. Emma Frost looks like a gigantic Troon. I think one reason why I didn't speak on Manon. Wait, which one was Manon? Was Manon the one with the bowl haircut thingy, or was she the giant? Yeah, Manon. That's the one that looks like a Troon. I agree. I didn't say as much about Manon because people weren't like, oh, yay, we're winning the culture war because Manon, yeah, what a babe. They weren't doing that. But people are actually acting like we won the culture war over their Emma Frost design when she looks like a gigantic male. Her face looks like a dude. Her body looks like a dude with implants and silicone hips. She is so designed after a drag queen. I'm telling you. She looks like straight out of RuPaul's Drag Race. And what I think is wild is how people who are on the anti-woke side are celebrating because, yes, you could see part of her boobs or something. And it's just ridiculous. It's like you're celebrating over man boobs, man implants on a 200-pound male. It's like, bro, they literally made Emma Frost a 200-pound man with implants, and people are celebrating. It's like you're gooning over a whole dude right now. Why they can't acknowledge and why they consider that a win, it's like wild to me. Because it's like, oh, and they'll be like, wait, what are you talking about? Here's Emma Frost, and just because she had a skimpy outfit before, it's like, we know she dressed slutty before, but she looked like a woman. That's the key difference. I don't like the slutty stuff, but the biggest issue was that it was a slutty man. It's like, wow, people are celebrating over a character that looks like a whole man, like a 200-pound man with breast implants and silicone hips injections. It's like, and what's crazy to me is because the anti-woke creators, we have been speaking out for years against them masculinizing our female characters and making them more butch. And why are they not speaking out against this one? When the original Emma Frost is svelte, slim, skinny, and very feminine. But then now you've got Emma Frost who looks like a drag queen impersonating a woman. It's like, how do they not see this? This looks like a 200-pound man in drag and prosthetics and on his body. And even the way he acts is like, you know how Dylan Mulvaney pretends to be a woman, but he doesn't actually act like a real woman. He acts like a gay dude. That is the same thing with this new Emma Frost. She acts more like a gay dude and looks like a 200-pound gay dude in drag. She doesn't look like a woman. And the face is a dude. The body too, though. All of it. I was like, what? I showed a picture to my mom. I was like, Mom, what do you think about this? She's like, that's a man. That's a large man. I was like, yup. now after that Emma Frost stuff, now I get it. When these guys are like talk about being scared that they're gonna get tricked by a troon. In the back of my mind, like, how are you gonna get tricked by a troon? Like, it's obvious. Like, it is very rare that it is almost never that you can't tell that it's a guy's pretending to be a woman, but a lot of guys can't tell. And I'm like, well, I guess they can't tell. They think, oh, it's the art style. Look at that. That is all. Now, at first glance, you might be like, oh, it might be the art style. Look at compared to the female characters. Female characters, soft features. Then you got this. This looks like a man in drag makeup, a large 200-pound man in drag makeup and breast implants. Look how the nose is really, the nose, the lips, it's something about like they move it up. So hold on, I've got other pictures down here, I think. And I'm like, see, why are they not complaining about how they defeminized? Like, this is a feminine Emma Frost. This is a 200-pound man in drag and breast implants. Like, how do you not see it and it's like a sassy gay man. Like, why are we not acknowledging that here she is soft, feminine? Look at how the eyebrows are up, right? The bone structure, see, this is what separate, like, I think, bone structure, right? You think of like anatomy. Look how everything is so, her brows are like down here and harsh. Because it's like, yeah, some women, especially in the comic book world, do have like strong jaw, all this kind of stuff, but they're still feminine. Like, yeah, she's got but it's still soft. Like, it's not so harsh. This is this is a man in makeup. It's like the brow is all the way down here. Everything is just, and she's like a 200-pound man with breast implants. Now, if you look at, and especially, I also did another like side by side with, because they're like, oh, well, what about Sue? Like, no, look next to Sue. See how Sue still technically has a strong jawline, but they did that in a feminine, like she still has a female jawline. It's not a male jawline, as opposed to, I can't see my cursor. Yeah. And this just looks like a whole man. I don't know how. I also did another, like, look, this is what Emma Frost is supposed to look like. Svelte, sleek. Why is nobody complaining that they turned this svelte, slender, feminine woman into a 200-pound man with breast implants? And then there's like, I did like another, let me see if I have a picture of her face side by side. I had a picture of her face side by side with Luna Snow as well. And it's like, no, you can't. One looks male, one looks female. Luna Snow looks female. But no, they outright masculinized Emma Frost, and people are celebrating it like they beat the woke. It's like, no, this is China pushing the troon agenda on Americans again. China took a previously feminine female character, Emma Frost, made her a 200-pound man with breast implants and drag queen looks. And these dudes are like gooning over it. It's like, okay, if that's your thing, I guess you're into dudes. But this is what porn does, is it really blurs the line. Well, like, porn is perverted, and it keeps getting more perverted. And apparently all of this stuff in the gaming industry where they've been masculinizing female characters, all they had to do was throw implants on a man, and they're eating it up. Because they think, oh, boobs equals woman. They're that easily tricked. It's like, no wonder you're scared a troon is going to trick you, because that's all it took. That looks like a dude. And it's all a part of the whole China propaganda. You can look at all the other female casts in the game. They look like women. So another thing too is a lot of these guys that watch porn, they're so accustomed, especially these guys who are watching like digital porn, like the video game porn, the cartoon porn. They're so accustomed to associating large boobs equals woman, so that a whole man can get huge breast implants and they're going, oh, woman, cause boobs. It's like, no, that's a dude with breast implants. They're having a harder time telling the difference between a male skeleton and a female skeleton because they're watching so much animated porn that. And also, if you're a woman who doesn't have gigantic BBL hips and huge boobs and they tell you don't look like a woman, it's like, I really think these people forgot what a woman looks like because they're looking at porn. And they're looking at cartoon porn at that, to where it's like, it's becoming where it looks like dudes, where it's like, oh, okay, a man can put on huge breast implants and get silicone injected in their hips, and oh, that must be a woman because big boobs, big hips equals woman. Not when it's attached to a male skeleton. It's weird. So yeah, Emma Frost, they made her a 200-pound man in Marvel Rivals. She is a 200-pound man. And for some reason, the anti-woke crowd are celebrating it because they were that easily baited. All they had to do was put breast implants on a 200-pound man, put silicone injections in the hips on a male skeleton and a male skull. And that's all it took. Okay. This is why it all goes back. It all goes back to gay stuff, troon stuff, and worse, right? Porn always does that. So I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised at all. When I'm seeing all these like people celebrating this male Emma Frost, I was like, I'm not even surprised. Because a lot of people that do are gooning over like digital porn, like video game looking porn. And it's like, this is a natural progression of porn. People watch porn, then all of a sudden they're into the gay stuff, they're into the trans stuff. Porn turns you gay. And it's like, oh, well, it's working. I see it right in front of my eyes because, 20 years ago, people would have rioted if they made Emma Frost look like, and I don't know how old Emma Frost's character is, honestly. I don't know all the lore behind it, but she's at least 20 years old of a character, right? Like, since they made her. Like, yeah, she's like in the old school comics to my memory. So yeah, if they would have 20 years ago made Emma Frost look like this 200-pound man that they made her look like in Marvel Rivals, the fans would have lost their mind. They would have been like, what? They made Emma Frost, who's one of the most hyper feminine Marvel characters, look like a man? This is a dude. Like, they would have clocked that like this. But because these people are like watching all this porn, they're not catching it. They got tricked. So yeah, anyway, went on a tangent on that. But yes, TLDR, they turned Emma Frost into a 200-pound man. And for some reason, they are celebrating that when they clearly changed her design when she was very feminine before. Very odd that they are celebrating this. JR with a 5 says, could you do a review of the Netflix version of Devil May Cry? Also, the Nier Automata anime is pretty good. I really don't want to subject myself to that Devil May Cry anime. Like, it looked abysmal. Lady is like not portrayed well at all. And I'm a huge fan of Lady. But she just seems not portrayed well at all. And apparently she just like effortlessly outplays Dante when it's like, no. The whole, oh, we're sympathizing with the demons now. They're just They're just poor little immigrants. No, I am not. It looks so cringe. Like I have a video about it. If you guys haven't seen it, when I reacted to like a little snippet that they dropped, was not having it. And now I had what's his name? Audie. I forgot his last name. The guy who wrote it. He replied to me on Twitter and tried to explain himself about, because I was like, dude, he's like, why don't you like it? And I explained to him, and I was like being reasonable because I don't want to be, I'm not going to like, I ain't just trying to be toxic or anything. Like I actually have legit critiques and I want these people to see these critiques. So I was like, well, I don't like that. First of all, Dante is acting and talking more like Deadpool than himself. This whole like self-aware humor and all of that kind of stuff. And that's just not how Dante jokes around. And also obviously the voice, the wrong voice, and no attempt to even sound like Dante at all. And I like gave some explanations, and he goes, oh, well, you know, I know that's a thing, but don't worry, he doesn't do this anymore in the actual show and this and that. And he explained himself, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll give it a shot, you know, we'll see. Well, then I saw all the other stuff once it's dropped. The whole, oh, poor demon refugees. The whole, apparently Dante acts like Deadpool throughout, so it wasn't just that one time. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I just don't. My free time is limited and precious, and I don't want to spend it on that. Push-ups with a 2 says, what was the most cringe pickup line you ever heard? I don't know. Like, people usually don't use pickup lines except on the internet. So no, I think the weirdest thing was there was this guy who was trying to like talk me up once, and he was telling me, I was like, it was when I was doing like gaming industry type stuff, like, and there would usually be like, oh, okay, you're meeting with a bunch of people, new people and stuff, and then, oh, let's all hang out and talk. He was talking to me, and then he was telling me that he wanted to join the military, and I was like, oh, why? You know, because like I have family in the military, and obviously I respect the military, and like I'm all about it. But I was like, oh, that's cool. Why? And he's like, I just wanted to know what it felt like to kill somebody. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. He said that. And he wasn't joking. I always wanted to know what it was like to kill somebody. So if I join the military, you know, maybe I can actually do that. And not, I was like, what? I didn't react that way to him because I was like scared. But yeah, that actually happened. Insane. And Damian! Melanie looks like she works at IGN. Hey, maybe if I keep this wig, I can get a job at IGN. Well, look, it's Jeremy. At least your hair's not a bus. Oh my goodness. So Jeremy prefers the blue wig over a bun. Well, maybe I'll have to wear my blue wig for tomorrow's quarter guest. No, Jeremy, I'm getting my hair done on. I've got to fit the dress code for the show. I get my hair done in 2 weeks, so that I can fit the dress code. Don't worry. Right now, the options with where my hair is growing out at this stage is like the options are blue hair wig, messy bun, or lesbian. I prefer. It looks like that grow out phase. It's like this. It almost looks like a wolf cut lesbian haircut now. So I don't want to cut it shorter again. So that's where I'm at. It's like my options are either cut it shorter again because it's grown some, or wait for it to grow out of that awkward phase that it's in right now. Because my hair grows really fast, so it didn't take long. So, yeah. We'll figure it out. But I am getting my hair done in 2 weeks. It will be looking better. All right, so we got River says rivals Emma Frost equals Kim Kardashian. Exactly. I don't know how they don't see it. It looks like a drag queen, like a total dude. He's acting like a sassy gay man. And she looks like one. Scott with a 2. Should guys or girls wear turtlenecks, or is it gay? Why would I've never heard anyone say it's gay for a girl to wear a turtleneck. It's hard to pull off a turtleneck if you're a guy or a girl. It's super, especially this day and age where most people are fat. Turtlenecks are, it's really hard to pull those off for most. Thank you, Demion. All right, so Super Blue at the 5. I can't stand her fake nails. Would you go back to normal as well? Natural girls for the win. I don't know how long you've been here, but my nails have not been normal. I always at least paint them black for almost my whole life. If you like natural girls who wear minimal makeup, who wear natural hair color, who wear very like normal clothes, who have their nails normal, there are a lot of awesome girls you can find to watch. But I like the claw nails. I like the black nail polish. I like the tattoos. I like doing fun stuff with my hair. I like wearing emo-inspired makeup. I don't really, the whole natural look, I don't really do it. I don't do plastic surgeries or injections, but I don't do the whole natural look. If that's your thing, great. There are lots of creators you can watch. But me, I just like this. Testicular Tactics with a 2 says headbang. Thank you. I have always just like gravitated toward this style. I have attempted the whole natural style. I went almost a whole year without wearing eyeliner even to try to attempt the natural style. I wore my hair natural. I tried it. I tried to dress more like a normie, and I just didn't feel like myself. I did it for almost a year, so there's plenty of videos and stuff that you can find on my channel and stuff of me like that. But then I got back to like my actual style, the eyeliner. Even then I was wearing black nails. But yeah, I like this stuff. I like this aesthetic. I like I've not grown out of the emo inspired phase. It's just, it's how I feel most comfortable. It's how I like to express myself. I'm not the, what do they call it? They call it a clean girl aesthetic. That's just not my aesthetic. I want to feel like a rocker chick or a metalhead. All right, Mustang 1-1 with the $10, Miss Mac. If you please, may you give us your best. I'm streaming on YouTube right now. I try not to say that too much on YouTube. Also, ordered 2 Mother's Day coffee brand coffee boxes that arrived today. No king but Christ. That's amazing. God bless you. I hope to see you on Quartercast tomorrow. Thank you so much. We also, Lone Wolf gifted 5 subscriptions on Rumble. Thank you so much for that. That's so nice of you. Mohawk. I ain't doing Mohawk. Don't worry. Don't worry. Not doing that. Enjoy your cats. I do. Thank you. I love them. They are fantastic. I got the cutest picture of Edward trying to play with my bunny, but she was trying to sleep. But he had his like little fangs out. Such a cute picture. I posted on my Instagram stories, but let me find it. He had his little fangs out. Look how cute. My little vampire cat. He's named after Edward Scissorhands, by the way, because people are like, did you name him after Edward from Twilight? But I didn't, I never watched Twilight. So, let's see. We got Deranged Lunatic with the 199. Melanie, are you going to do any new ASMRs? Maybe I could do a sequel to the one I did. One of these days. We'll see. No, I didn't read Twilight either. I don't really read books unless they're comics or manga. No, I've never watched Twilight, never read Twilight books. Nope. But all right. Well, I need to go ahead and get ready to call stream here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you all had a good time. I really appreciate you all and all the support. You're amazing. I will be live again next week. But I will still be making videos and stuff like that. So I hope to see you on my channel for that. And then you can catch me on Quartercast Live on the Quarterings channel on Rumble every Tuesday and Thursday. So I'll be live again tomorrow with the Quartering. Yeah, also catch me at Melanie Mac everywhere else. I'm posting on my Instagram stories a lot. But anyway, thank you all so much. What a fun stream today. We got my Halloween costume figured out. It's just been a good, fun, chill stream. So thank you all so much. I will see you all next time. And in the meantime, go boom.